actually mean to break through? Like, what does it actually mean to break through? So I get this question because I deliver training in neuro-linguistic programming and breakthrough coaching, and our coaching is specifically breakthrough coaching because it differs from standard coaching. So this is a question that I got asked actually today on our training, and it's a question that comes up quite a bit, so I just thought it'd be really nice to actually explain to you the methodology behind this so you understand what it actually means to break through. And sometimes we kind of see people talking about this kind of stuff like, oh, I just had a breakthrough, and we might not necessarily understand what it means properly. So I'm going to dive into this today. What does it actually mean? What does it actually mean to break through? Okay, so I'm Rebecca Lockwood. I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer, and breakthrough coach trainer. I also train energy, positive psychology, the Yes I Can method, timeline therapy, and a couple of other modalities as well. Our neuro-linguistic programming practitioner and breakthrough coaching course is on offer this week. We've got some epic bonuses that go along with it that are available this week. So I'll tell you about them at the end as well. But let's dive into this. Like, what does it actually mean to break through? Like, what does it actually mean? So we do hear a lot of talk about this online. We hear a lot of people saying things like, "Oh, I just had a breakthrough," or "I broke through," or these kinds of things. And I get this question a lot because I train breakthrough coaching and neuro-linguistic programming. But what does it actually mean, and how can you break through? Right? What does it actually mean to break through, and how do you actually break through? So when we get really stuck in life, and we kind of feel like we're in a position when we can't move forward and we feel really stuck, what can happen is we can then see resources and see ways forward, and that then leads us to break through. Okay, so what can happen, just to repeat that again to make it clear, and I'll dive into it a little bit more as well. When we are really stuck in life, right, we might be really stuck in a certain place in our lives or in our business or in our health or in our fitness journey or in our spirituality journey or whatever. Whenever we're feeling really stuck, we then can open ourselves up to new resources, new possibilities, and new ways forward, and then move forward with that journey. And at that point, we've broken through. Okay, now it sounds really simple, doesn't it? Sounds really simple. Sounds really simple, but is it really that simple? Now, when you think about life, right? Think about life and things that we do and how we live our lives. What happens is we end up in a comfort zone. So we end up in this place where we're really comfortable, life's going on, life's happening for us, it's really comfortable, and we're in this place where we may not want to necessarily move from. It's like, think about like when you're snuggled in bed in the winter and you've got your big duvet snuggled up and you don't want to get out of bed because it's cold out of bed, right? It's cold out of bed, you don't want to get out of bed, you want to stay snuggled up in your bed. Now, what can happen in life is we end up in these comfort zones and we don't want to move from them because it's snuggly and it's warm and it's a comfortable place to be in, and we don't necessarily want to move. What happens is something might happen in our lives, right? Something might happen where we're kind of shooken out we're shooken out of this comfort zone. We become aware of something new. Maybe it is that perhaps you have realized that you're not quite satisfied in an area of your life. Perhaps you've realized that you don't really want to do the job that you do anymore. Perhaps you've realized that you want to make some change in your life, and you've become you've become aware of something that was happening in your comfort zone, and you want to kind of, maybe you're starting to think about moving out of it. Now, when this happens, we kind of move along this line of, okay, well, we're out of the comfort zone now. We're not in the comfort zone. We're in this strange kind of place where We're not really sure what's going on. And what naturally we try to do is get back to the comfort zone, right? But we can't get back to the comfort zone because we can't now unsee or unhear or unthink what we just thought. So we can't then get back to the comfort zone. Now, this happens because we've moved away from our comfort zone, we've moved out of it, and we've become aware of something else, something new, something shiny, something else, right? And our conscious minds may be thinking, I don't want to go there, I don't want to do that. But we cannot move back to that comfort zone now with the new awareness of what we have. We cannot unsee what we've seen. So what can then happen is we kind of fall into this kind of situation which might be like unknown, unpleasant perhaps. It might be really uncomfortable, and it might cause you to feel anxious, overwhelmed, stuck. So if people are ever stuck or procrastinating, or some people experience kind of feeling down or depressed, perhaps people may explain it as, or just not quite satisfied in life but are feeling really underwhelmed and overwhelmed, and underwhelmed with life but overwhelmed with stuff, and it can be a really stuck place. Now, when we get into this stuck place, we can sometimes find ourselves wanting to kind of claw ourselves back up to this comfort zone, but we can never do that because we're now in this place where we are kind of stuck and we need new resources. We need to find something new that's going to help us to move forward and become resourceful. Now, unfortunately, some people can live their lives in this stuck place and be in there for a long time. And what we can do is we can use coaching and self-coaching and neuro-linguistic programming, personal development, education, mindset work. These kinds of things really help us to move out of this stuck state. But what happens is when we're in this stuck state, we can start to see new resources, new possibilities, new opportunities, new things that might happen for us, a way forward that can pull us out of this place. It could be, talking, it could be therapy, it could be coaching, it could be counselling, whatever that is. Now, and that kind of opens up our awareness to being aware that there's something else available for us. And then we start to climb the ladder because now we've got the ladder positioned in the place to help us get unstuck. And we climb the ladder and we are then out of this stuck state and we've broken through. Okay, and we can then find new resources, new possibilities, positivity. And we can do this through a range of things. Like I said, like sometimes naturally we'll do that. Quite optimistic people tend to do it themselves. People who may be able to self-coach quite easily, or people who work with coaches or work on personal development can kind of move through this phase of breakthrough and not stay too stuck for too long really easily. However, other people, and also depending on the situation, other people might find themselves stuck there for a bit longer or stuck there for a great length of time because they can't see any way out, they can't see any light at the end of the tunnel, and so they may end up stuck there for a long period of time. Some people even spend their lives in that situation. It's unfortunate. And what happens when we start to see these new resources, when we start to notice this light at the end of the tunnel, when we start to see this ladder that we can now climb up and support ourselves, we break through. Okay, we break through. And when we use the term in neuro-linguistic programming and my breakthrough coaching course, what we're doing is we're using coaching tools, we're using neuro-linguistic programming, we're using breakthrough coaching to really support our clients and ourselves to change neural networks, change neural pathways in the brain, change our behaviors to support us to change our reality, to break through much faster and more resourceful. Okay? So that is what happens, and then you can find yourself in this new reality where you've broken through, and then you kind of go along in your journey in your life, and then all of a sudden you're in a new comfort zone, right? And you're living life and things are happening and it's nice and it's cushy, and you're in your warm bed. You don't want to get out because it's nice and comfy. right? And this is how life happens. This is what happens in life. We go through this cycle, whether we're aware of it or not, right? So we go through this cycle and we kind of break through at each phase in our lives and in this cycle. Now, sometimes it may be very quick. We may not really be aware of it, but we're kind of aware that something's not being quite right, but then all of a sudden it's okay again. That's because this cycle has happened. Or sometimes we can find ourselves feeling really stuck and being very aware that we're really stuck, right? So we're very aware and we're in this situation and we're like, damn, I can't move forward. What do I need to do? Or you start to feel really anxious or feel really negative or feel unpleasant or down or something like that. And you're very aware that you're feeling like that. And so you find the resources to help you to move from that. Okay, so some people can spend a lot of time there, some people can spend, little time there. And it can manifest itself in different ways in different people, depending on the situation, what's going on in your life, how optimistic you are, whether you can self-coach, whether you work with another coach, and all these kinds of things. Okay. So this is the cycle of the breakthrough methodology, and within our neuro-linguistic programming and breakthrough coaching course, I teach you how to support yourself and how to support your coaching clients to really go through this process and this cycle as smoothly as possible, right? So you're not staying stuck for too long and you're being really, really, really resourceful in life and in your business. Okay, so that's it from me, really. I wanted to share with you this because I dive into this in a lot more depth within our neuro-linguistic programming and breakthrough coaching course. But I just wanted to explain this concept to you because it's so powerful to be aware of it in life as well. So hello Makeda. Hi Shan. Shan says I'm on the cusp of signing up. Well, welcome, and it'd be lovely to welcome you. But if you've got any questions, Shan, or do ask. Hi Tracy. Jennifer's one of our students, said to Shan, you won't regret it. Thank you, that's so lovely. Okay, so we do have some really amazing bonuses available on our neuro-linguistic programming and breakthrough coaching course this week. It is such an amazing course, and this morning I was just chatting with, or this afternoon actually, I was just chatting with one of our students who has just finished the course this week, and she was just saying for herself it was so life-changing. And she was saying she didn't expect to experience such a life-changing can't speak. I wanted to say transformation and change at the same time then, and it just wouldn't come out. But she said she just didn't expect it to be so life-changing for her. She thought she would just learn the techniques and that would be that, and she'd get a certificate and bam, you're done. But she said, like, when she applied it all to herself and really kind of went through the process of it, it just changed her life as well. So Tracy says, how much is the course? So you can find the link to the course if you're on Instagram with me, it's in the link in my bio. If you're on Facebook with me, it's on the link in the description. And if you're listening to this on the replay on the podcast, it's on the show notes. So all the details are in the link. So the bonuses that are running this week are you get access to the Business Building Bootcamp, which also supports you with the business side of setting up a coaching business, including things like coaching agreements, coaching questions to ask, the setup of your coaching practice, marketing, sales, all them kinds of things as well. And we also have a couple of other bonuses that you can find if you head over to the page, and you can find the link in the description. We also have the Start Your Coaching Business training, which I'm super excited about. We've had 2 sessions this week, and then we've got another 2 next week. All of them are a repeat of each other, just to make it accessible to more people live. You can find the link to join that again if you're on Instagram with me. It's in the link in my profile, and if you're on Facebook with me, it's on the link in the description, and if you're listening on the replay on the podcast, it's in the link in the description as well. It is brilliant, and we've had some amazing feedback from it as well. So that's it from me. I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer, and breakthrough coach trainer. If you've got any questions about the Start Your Coaching Business training, any questions about how to break through and the breakthrough methodology, or you've got any questions about our NLP practitioner and breakthrough coaching course, just pop me a message. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch up with you soon.